Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the UI, and more specifically we're going to talk about all of the UI changes coming in patch 10.0.5, changes to the edit mode and changes to the talent window. We're going to go through all of those changes that are coming, and so some really good stuff here. But before we jump into all of that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, Dragonflight PTR, Classic WoW, any sort of World of Warcraft, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. Every single day. Right, so yes, the edit mode. The edit mode obviously being the default UI editor. I really like it. I really like the new default UI that was added in Dragonflight, and there are some brand new options they're adding in 10.05. They did say before that the edit mode and the UI is a work in progress, and it's something they are going to work on throughout the patches, and 10.05 is no different. And we're getting some changes that we have asked for since the very beginning. Now, I know there are a bunch of add-ons right now which do give extra functionality to the edit mode, but I do want to tell you about one of my favorite add-ons, and that is Adapt. Adapt is an add-on which has pretty much been going for the longest time, and I use it constantly in retail. And what it does is it adds animated display pictures, and it works perfectly with the brand new UI. You can see that when you click characters or anything like that, it adds an animated display, and I really like it. And as mentioned, I've used it for the longest time. If you want to check it out, guys, you can actually download this add-on on CurseForge, and CurseForge just happens to be one of the sponsors of this video. So yeah, you can check out Adapt, and you can check out all different add-ons over on CurseForge, and you can check out my link in the description below to download some add-ons for World of Warcraft. So shout out to CurseForge for sponsoring this video. Okay, so let's talk about the edit mode. What is coming with the edit mode? Well, there's some exciting new changes. First and foremost, the XP bar. Yes, the experience bar can now be moved. It can't be scaled, though. It can just be moved, unfortunately, but it is a start. You can move it around and put it wherever you like, which is nice. Also, the reputation bar will be able to be moved as well and separated from the XP bar, so if you want to put them elsewhere around the screen, you can now do that in patch 10.05. Another thing coming in 10.05 is these two rascals down here. Yes, the bags can be moved and scaled. So you can move the bag icon wherever you like. You can have it going left, you can have it going right. As you can see, it flips it over, or you can have it horizontal or vertical as well. So there's many different options you can have with the bag icon. You could have it up there, you can have it wherever you like. And as mentioned, you can scale it as well, which is super nice. One thing that doesn't change when you do save it, however, is the location of the bags where they open. So wherever you put it, it's still going to open it down in this right-hand corner. This is not something that can be moved as of yet, but it is very nice to be able to move that bag icon finally. Another thing that's coming is the micro menu. Yes, the micro menu can finally be moved and changed. Much like the bag icon, it can be scaled, so it can go all the way to this size, which is pretty nice and big if you want to put it anywhere you like. You can put it in the reverse order if you like as well. You can see it flips over, and just like the bag icon, you can make it vertical as well. So if you want to pop it over there, make it super small, make it super big, make it reversed or whatever, that is something you can now do in patch 10.05. Another addition to the edit mode is the durability. Yeah, your character's durability can now be moved and scaled to wherever you like. You can have it smaller than it currently is, or you can have it way bigger, and you can move it to wherever you like to have it on the screen, which is nice. Just a little addition there that you can have if that's something you're interested in. One of the best changes to the edit mode in 10.05 for me is that you can now move objects with the arrow keys. As you can see, I'm now moving the durability asset with the arrow keys, and you can place all of the assets with the arrow keys if you like. As mentioned, there are add-ons and things like that to add like coordinates and things like that. I would love to see that come in by default, but yeah, in 10.05 you can move it with the arrow keys to place all of those assets. Obviously you can still do it and snap it to grid or whatever, but if you do want to just kind of jiggle it slightly to the left or right, you can move it at a pixel at a time with the arrow keys. So that's pretty much it for the edit mode. Now, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, there's also some changes to the talent window. So if we jump over to the talent window now, you can see that it basically looks exactly the same as it does. They haven't made it smaller or anything like that. However, there are some cool changes here, which I really like. So, resetting talents now has a new option to either reset the left tree or reset the right tree, or you can do both as you do right now. Currently in retail, I believe when you press that button, it does reset all of your talents. So if you just want to reset your spec tree, you can do that now, or if you just want to reset the class tree, you can also do that as well, which is super nice. Big fan of that. I love that. Yeah, I don't know if add-ons have that functionality, but, you know, it's nice to see it come in by default. They're also adding some changes to, like, the coloration of things, so making stuff a little bit more obvious. on the bar there, as you can see. Yeah, just some simple like UI changes, just making it a little bit more obvious than it was currently in the live game. The final change is actually really cool. So we're going to go over to Demon Light here. Now, Demon Light is obviously a demon hunter, but that's fine. We can now inspect people and their talents, which is currently in the game. However, you have this brand new option to copy their loadout. Yes, even though I am a hunter, I can copy their loadout. So if you see a demon hunter you really like, or if you see a hunter you really like, you can now inspect them and copy their loadout code, and that will copy it straight to the clipboard for you to import. So if I find a hunter who I really like the talent build of, I can now just inspect them and copy the build and import it straight into my talents, which is really, really cool. A great option. I know it has been added through add-ons, but it is really nice to see that coming in the default UI, and it's definitely going to be used a lot, I can tell you that much. So that is it for all of the UI changes coming in 10.05. Not a ton of changes, but definitely some changes that we've wanted for quite a long time. Things like the micro menu, things like the bags and stuff like that. It's really nice to see that coming in finally after, you know, not getting it in the first initial build. And no doubt in 10.01, 10.15, we're going to still get even more changes. The UI team are working super hard to make this as good as possible. I really like the default UI, and it is really cool to see these changes coming in. So let me know down below what you think of these changes, guys, to the UI. Are you currently using the default UI? Let me know down below. I currently am, and I really, really like it. But yeah, let me know what you think of these brand new changes coming in patch 10.05, which does launch on January 24th and January 25th in the EU region. So yeah, very, very soon. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Special shout out to all my patrons who support me over there. It's very much appreciated. And of course, you can check me out on Twitter at MrGMYT over on Twitter. And I also have a Discord channel with over 3,000 members. So if you like this video, guys, please do leave a like on it and subscribe. I also am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. So if you want to check me out streaming World of Warcraft, we're checking out the PTR. 10.07 PTR is coming up very soon, so that's very exciting. We'll be checking that out on stream. So if you want to check me out, guys, twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.